Laurence Fox has lost a libel case, and it also seems to be a loss for context and the use of irony, Paul.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be covered particularly well, does it? Laurence Fox loses libel case after calling critics paedophiles. That's the headline. It's not the context. It's not the full story. And in order to discuss this, you do really have to park the personalities on both sides. And what you've got here, if you look at the facts of the matter, is you've got one side is being called racist without any real evidence, and the other side being called paedophiles without any real evidence, which would suggest that those two words are just being flung about. However, one side is being taken to court and it's going to cost them £2 million, and the other sides are not being taken to task at all. In some weird, non-contextual, we're just going to go after one particular guy.
Yeah, it seemed very strange to me because we all know what happened. If you follow X, formerly Twitter, you know full well what was happening. They called him a racist, and he used a rhetorical technique, which you go, OK, then you're this, to highlight the point that what they're saying is defamatory. It's like, well, if you can just say that, I can just say this. But for some reason, the judge has ruled that the claim that Fox is a racist,
it's substantially true.
Well, they said if they didn't say whether it was substantially true.
Well, no, it does. It says that there, Nick.
The judge fell short of making a ruling on whether describing Fox as a racist is substantially true, is what it says. But they did say that the paedophile accusation was seriously harmful, defamatory in basis. But why are they different?
Well, they're not, and that's the point. And that's why you have to park the personalities in this, because if you take the personalities into account, and someone like Laurence Fox is quite divisive, people either love him or hate him, and because of that, that's clearly being taken into account within the judgment, which isn't how the law is supposed to be.
You're saying part of the personalities, but did the judge part of the personalities? Because the judge here...
No, that's what I'm saying. The judge clearly...
the judge didn't.
The judge clearly hasn't.
No, because the judge says it's not what he says, but how he says it that regularly ignites controversy around...
What's that got to do with anything?
That sounds like a social media commentator, not a judge. That's mental.
Well, this is what I find very difficult about this story, because, you know, anybody could be tarnished in this way. We're all on Twitter, get called all sorts of things, all the time, but and you just ignore it. However, if they want to come after you, they can use it against you, and that's what they've done with Laurence here, and that's why you have to park the personalities, because you can't judge him on this moment by everything that's happened before, because that would be unfair.
And one point worth making is that just calling someone a racist now is really damaging to them. So it needs to be recognised how damaging that is. And he claims to have lost work and so on. And, you know, that does happen all the time. People lose work for being called racist. But why are we turning a blind eye to that? It's a serious thing to say to someone. In this culture, it's about the worst thing you can be called.
I would say so, or other than paedophile.
Well, it's close, isn't it? That's where we're at.
Yeah, they're both level pegging, aren't they?